Have you ever wondered what a car dealer does on a normal week at work? Like, does he spend most of his day just chatting away on the phone and farting around all day? I bet they get loads of problems.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Like, do they even buy any cars? Or even sell any? Or do they just spend most of their day swanning around in fancy cars, giving it large on social media all the time? Well, guess what? In this video we're going to be doing a week of my life as a used car dealer. We're going to go over some of the cars that we've sold this week and some that we've bought. I'm going to show you my favourite purchase of the week and I'm going to show you the banger of the week. Let's get on with it, yeah? Right, so sales. We'll kick it off with going through a few of the sales that we've done over the last week. Now for me, sales, it's kind of the boring bit. I'm more excited about purchases because everything bloody sells. You ain't really got to be too clever to sell a car. As long as you get the car right and get it priced right, they all bloody sell. I've never ever in my life been stuck with a car. But obviously sales is a massive part of car trading. Without sales you can't buy nothing, alright? So we will kick it off with one car that did go out this week. That was my GTR, you know, the grey stage 4.5 GTR. That sold to a friend who's also a great customer of ours. He bought it a couple of months ago, but there's a little hissing on the manifold. I think you guys probably remember that from a previous episode. And I was like, Mark, I want to get that car right for you. So we got it booked in. It just turned into an absolute palaver getting that car done. Turned out the manifolds were part of the turbos. There was also an issue with the volume switch, very common fault with GTRs. And I was like, we're going to get that done as well. That also turned into a massive headache, but we got there in the end. We ended up upgrading his whole infotainment system, so he's now got the later touchscreen sat-nav unit in his GTR, and his volume switch does now work. In fact, look, here's the old one here, and let's just punter alarm. This volume switch here, yeah, these are a pain in the arse. So moving on from that, we sold a Qashqai, 2010 Qashqai, Vauxhall Astra. To scrap man. I said this before, we do buy and sell a lot of scrap. Like, there's good money in scrap, why not? We function as an auction, we supply to the car trade, so a lot of the cars that we sell are either unprepared, scrap, non-runners, need repairing of some kind, or they're cars that a retailer can buy, prepare, do up and sell themselves on their own retail site. So yeah, a little Vauxhall Astra, Vauxhall Corsa as well. We sold another Corsa, but that wasn't a scrap car. A Mercedes Viano, we seem to do a lot of Vianos and Vitos. BMW 320iM Sport, that's quite a nice car. We've got a lot of interest on that. So that car there was sold on our partner company, Binker Retail. So that was a retail car. We didn't offer that car to the trade. We just retailed that ourselves because that car was fully prepared. It came in as a nice bit of stock. It's good mileage, so we just offered that car ourselves. And the main difference, I talk about this a lot, between a retail car and a trade car, is a retail car will be fully prepared, fully ready for sale, be offered with a warranty, with finance, and it'll be a guaranteed car. Moving on from that, we sold another Qashqai, a 13 plate Qashqai, an Audi S3 as well, KR08, that was a really nice car. Benz E63 AMG, the one that we've done a video on recently, that sold straight, as soon as that video went live, the next day we got inundated with calls and interest. That went out as a retail car because that was fully prepared. It was a stunning thing, low mileage, didn't need any preparation whatsoever, so we sold that via Binker Retail. And the guy that bought it is a great guy, lovely customer, and I don't doubt whatsoever he will be back at some point to either sell that car or definitely to buy something else. So one thing with business in general is you must value relationships. Like, we tend to make lots of relationships. We've got lots of good customers that keep coming back to us, especially in the car trade. We sell to a lot of car traders and they just keep coming back to us to buy more and more stock. Now, relationships is a massive part of our business, so we're constantly looking to work with people, keep people on side, and look to do more business with people in the future. So if you are in business, I think that is, like, from my point of view, that's definitely one of our biggest factors of how our business has been successful, alright? So yeah, so the E63 went out, the Abarth 595 Competizione, I can't say that properly, but you know the car. I've done a video on that as well. I think that was in the previous video, possibly, or the one before that. That was a really nice thing. Another Qashqai 68 plate car. That car actually came in fully keyed. The whole car had been keyed. We offered it to the trade, but everyone's like, oh, it needs a full respray. So we got the car fully resprayed ourselves. It's an amazing job when it was done, and we offered it on our Binker Retail site and it sold straight away. So that was quite a cool car. BMW 640i, that was a really nice thing, that sold this week as well. And that's it. Let's move on to the exciting bit of the video, the purchases. 11 plate Vauxhall Astra. Apparently this was filthy when it's come in, but it has now had a good old valet. And oh no, engine's running, car's locked. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, Sammy. Yeah, good one, mate. Yeah, yeah. I'll leave you to sort that one out, yeah? Do you feel silly, Sammy? Is there a spare key for this car? It's in there. Oh, Sammy. So, Monday. It's a Monday, and problem number one is Sammy's left the car running with the heating on, which ain't a bad thing because the seats need to dry out. But yeah, good one, Sammy. Right, moving on. This 60 plate Hyundai 030's just arrived as well. Looks like it needs a bloody good clean as well. Look at this. Why do people not keep their cars clean, man? This Golf 06 plate's just arrived with a very rusty boot lid. We also had a Mercedes C180 coupe come in, BMW 420D. It's quite nice, isn't it? Auto as well, covered in binker dust. Nice little 15 plate Skoda there. A Honda Insight Hybrid 2012, a little bit beaten up. That was actually an ex-taxi. I think it's done about 220,000 miles or something. In fact, let's have a little look. 206,000 miles. That ain't too bad, is it? How are you getting on? Oh no. Oh no.
Need something stronger, something more solid.
Crowbar. A Cooper S, but I'm pretty sure you saw that in the Bath video. Oh no, Jerome's going to attempt to start the Land Rover. Dum dum dum. Yeah, no rush, yeah. Battery's going to go dead on the camera in a minute. Ready? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yay! It's like new, isn't it? Hey! That's it. So, I don't know what's going on with the Land Rover. I think that's going off to a new home. As much as that is an absolute shed, it's also a very cool car. I quite like that, strangely. We've got a punter just arrived. Going into reception now. He's probably thinking, what on earth is this guy recording me? That's the punter alarm. Looks like we're just about to sell another Qashqai as well. Look, seems to sell a lot of Qashqais. The Fiat 500, you know, the 11 plate one, you probably saw that in the Bath video. That's parked right over there as well. This 14 plate Vivaro's just arrived with some gangster wheels. Check them out, man. We bought 3 Mercedes MLs, 1, 2 and 3. Oh, this 55 plate Peugeot's just arrived. YB08 Astra, so that's ND09. This Fiesta ST is getting a crazy amount of interest. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. It wasn't the white Fiat 500 that arrived last week, it was this black one here, LT11. How did I just walk past this without telling you about it? Yellow, bright yellow, VW Beetle with a diesel engine. I think it's done about 70,000 miles. Different, isn't it? This Insignia has just arrived at the weekend as well. But for those that follow me on Instagram, would have seen how filthy this thing was when it came in. It was disgusting. Just took this Vauxhall Insignia in part exchange. Quite a nice car to be fair, but look how filthy it is inside, man. Look, it's just rubbish everywhere. But it has now been validated. Look at that, that is so much better. Literally looks like a different car, doesn't it? It's amazing what a valet does for a car. That's actually a really nice car, but because it was filthy dirty when it came in, you sort of look at it and you think, ah. So one thing I would say is when you sell your car, people, clean it before you sell it, because it just does not do it any favours whatsoever. Oh, this 06 plate Jeep Cherokee. You know what, I ain't even seen this one. Covered in binker dust. Little Citroen C1 there, just sold to a local car trader. Yeah, we have had quite a few more coming over the last week, but they're still at our car buying shops. So for those that don't know how we function as a business, there's two sides of our business: the car buying shops, which are dotted around in various locations, and Binker, which is like the back end of the car buying shops. So we buy at the car buying shops generally from private sellers. Like a lot of them are you lot. You come to our car buying shops, sell the cars to us, and then they come over to Binker and we deal with the sales of them cars here. So a lot of them are still located at the shops, but we have recovery guys bringing them all over to us. So now we will do the purchase of the week and the banger of the week. I'll call you back in a minute, sir. Should we do the banger first? Yeah, let's get that one out of the way.
2006 56 Mercedes ML 350D. Now they're not a bad car. Like, obviously, like I said, we bought a few this week. We bought that one there, which is actually a facelift car. That car there's done 118,000 miles. And I think this one's done 140,000 miles. But that is a far nicer car. You can see that's been loved a lot more than this one has. The old shape one, we don't even really need to talk about it, although that is a decent car. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this one, and you can see that this one just hasn't been loved. It's been clearly been driven by someone who's perhaps not very good at driving. So yeah, 118,000 miles. We'll talk about book values and stuff in a sec, because we will go out for a little drive in it and see how well or how badly it drives. But you can see damage all over. You've got the front bumper there. This wing is damaged just here, and it's also got some damage on the rear quarter there, which nah, that ain't gonna polish out. That needs paint, but it ain't dented it. It's just a horrible scratch. On the inside, it has had a valet, but you can see even the valet ain't done it a world of good. It could do with another good valet again. This actually came in via our car buying shop up in Shipley in Bradford. You know, Ibby, he runs that branch. He's got it down to us, and we're going to be selling it from here. So that car will be offered to the trade as it is. We will not prepare that car whatsoever. We won't do anything to it, but we might give it a better clean, because I think it does need that. But let's now go for a little drive, and we'll continue to talk about book values. Yeah. So far so good. Apart from we will not be going very far at all, because there isn't much fuel in it whatsoever. But engine's ticking over perfectly. Gearbox feels good. It's pulling really well. There's no smoke coming out the back. This car was actually driven all the way from Bradford down to here. We're in Milton Keynes, so I don't know how many hours it is, a 3-hour drive or whatever. It's quite a long journey. So it's done that journey right, so it must drive fine, but obviously visually or cosmetically it ain't very tidy at all. So quickly talk about book values. So the book value of this car is a retail car, going back to what I said earlier about retail and trades. The retail value of this car is about £5,000, okay? Now this car, I could prepare it and get it all perfect and advertise it at £5,000, and it will sell. There is a demand for this car in good condition with a new MOT and stuff at £5,000. But what we would do is we'd offer it to the trade. The trade value of this car is £2,700. We'll probably offer it a bit less than that because of the damage, and a trader will buy it. They'll do all the work themselves, and they'll earn a profit themselves. They'll earn themselves a nice little margin at the end of it, but they will put all the work into it and all the effort into it themselves. So that's how we work. The reason why we work like that is because essentially we are just a car buying company. We're buying so many cars every single day that we can't possibly keep on top of all the preparation work. So we literally just get them in, get them cleaned, get them advertised, and sell them as they are. That gives you an idea of the difference between trade and retail, basically. So the bang of the week, although yeah, it is a bit of a banger, it ain't too bad. But what we will do right now is go back and introduce you to my favourite purchase of the week. It's another Abarth. So this is actually an Abarth 500. This car came in as a part exchange against the Abarth 595 competition that we sold recently. You know, I've done a video on it. That was an amazing car. This is also a very cool car, but the values are very, very different. So this car, the retail value of this car is £4,500, whereas the retail value of the other Abarth was £16,000. But that was, I think, a 16 plate car, so it's a lot newer, and it had a lot less mileage. So that car, I think, had done about 20,000 miles, and this car here has done 107,000 miles. But it's still a proper cool car. It's very tidy, and you can see it's had a few little personal touches done to it, like the bonnet thing on the front there. Not my kind of thing, but they are little touches that certain people like. It's always difficult to know when you buy a car and offer it for sale whether you should remove these bits, like the tinted headlights there. They do look a bit too black for my liking, possibly illegal. But then if you remove them, you get buyers that are like, oh, why did you remove them tints on them lights? So we are probably going to leave it as it is. You can see it's got little Abarth stickers here and there, but other than that, it's all quite stock. Yeah, dark rear lights. Again, a bit too dark for my liking, but yeah, they probably will stay on as they are. This car's got a pan roof, which the last car didn't have, I don't think. And on the dash here, it's got like a gloss white dash, which I actually prefer that than the dash on the other car. So on the interior, they're very, very similar. It's got the same dials, maybe a few little differences, but nothing major. Different steering wheel, different gear knob, and the seats in the other car, the 595, were definitely a little bit more attractive than these seats, but as an entry-level car, I would say they're pretty cool seats as well. So yeah, it's a wicked car. Great value in comparison to the other Abarth, and I think what we should do is take it on the roads. These cars are 135 brake horsepower to 1.4 T-Jet, so it's the same engine, a lot less power than the other one. The other one was obviously tuned, but we'll go out for a little drive in it and see how the draggy times compare from this one to the other one. All right, so let's hop out. Right then, so we are off. Oh, Gordon's there, come to sell his Jag. He wants to be on camera, doesn't he? He wants to be on camera. Hello mate.
Hey YouTube.
Do you want to be the star of the show, yeah?
Hey everybody.
Hey, what are you doing?
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Hit like, man.
Emperor Barbers.
Emperor Barbers. Gordon's my barber, but he I think Jerome's there anyway, yeah?
Wicked.
I'll leave you to it.
Enjoy.
Cool man, see you later. That's my barber Gordon, coming down to sell a couple of cars. But we are off in the Abarth. What? How does this feel so quick? Abarth 500. Now I'm pretty sure this car has not been tuned, but it does feel, I was expecting it to be slow. I always say that, don't I? I'm sure I always say that, but I genuinely was. Like, this is 135 brake horsepower. I thought there's no way this is going to feel quick, and it actually feels alright. And it's still, my memory of driving the other Abarth is still quite fresh, because I actually filmed that video a couple of days ago, although it went up on YouTube a week or so ago. But yeah, so for me, like that memory is still there, and I would say it feels alright. And I'm saying that, it does feel a little bit sluggish. I would say this is riding a little bit better than the other one, although it is quite a rocky ride. It is it's definitely a bit softer than the other one. But then again, this definitely has been low, isn't it? Because it is sitting proper low. It's very similar inside than the other one. It's got the boost gauge up on the dash there, which is pretty cool. Oh, we're doing 0.9 bar of boost there on the turbos. Obviously it's 1.4 turbocharged engine, but I think what we should do, because we just want to wrap this video up, let's quickly do draggy times, which I've actually already done. Breathe. Oh, wheel spin. Come on. Yeah, this ain't very fast at all. It feels quick, but draggy times ain't that great. Let's get that off of the roof. Yeah, it done it in 8.52 seconds, which makes it one of the slowest cars ever to appear on my channel, which is weird because it actually feels quicker than that, but it's not. Yeah, that's it, I'll wrap it up. Thank you very much for watching. If you did like this video, do me a favour and hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're new to my channel for a new video every Wednesday and Sunday at 6 o'clock, and if you're on Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram at Calvin's Car Diary, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright, bye. In the next episode of Diary of a Car Trader, owning and keeping one car is quite a difficult thing when you're a car trader, and I need to have a little conversation with you about my M4 CS. I'll see you on Wednesday.